Hello everyone and welcome back to the last part of this project. So we have already aware about that how to um, how to create the Jenkins server, how to install Jenkins, how to install Ansible, how to install Docker, and how to create the Docker image using the Dockerfile. And already we know that how to move a file from one server to another using the Jenkins pipeline, CI pipeline. So now we came to the last phase of our project. So in this video, we will learn how to create the how to create or how to configure our pods. Okay, so we can able to access that from the globally from the outer world. Okay, from the using from use by using the public IP. Okay, for that we require the another three files that we already created. We need to modify that files. One is ansible.yml, another one is deployment.yml, and the last one is the service.yml. Okay, so first of all, let's create those files. Okay, so let's create those files. Come to the git bash here and ls, and this files is already there. Just edit using the vi. Now using the Ansible, we need to create the name here first. So I'm giving this name as a apply Kubernetes configuration. Okay, next I'm giving the host as a node. Okay, next is become is equal to yes. Why become is equal to yes? Because uh, this command or this steps will be executed by using the root privilege. And why I have mentioned the host is equal to node, because I will add the Kubernetes server under this node group. Okay, I will add it a few moments later after creating these three files. So let's go ahead step by step. So now creating the task, what task I need to create. So I am first creating another task here, giving a name that is create new create new deployment. Okay, and what is the command? The command is kubectl apply hyphen f using the file. What was the file? Where it was? It was under the home directory of Ubuntu user. Already we have pushed the file, correct? So we need to modify that file. Before modifying, I'm mentioning the address here. After that I will modify that. Now next is register the result, and we should mention the environment. Okay, please um, please mention this environment. Without mentioning this environment, you the system will can't able to find out the configuration file of the Kubernetes. And then under this environment, kube config, the kube config, always it is under the home directory. That whenever we have created the Kubernetes cluster, I've already mentioned this thing. So just copy this one, okay, and paste it here. And we should mention the indentation, okay. We should follow the indentation. If you if you if you do mistake, okay, this file will not work, okay. And should mention the file name here. The file name was service, right? Service.yml. Okay, so everything is looking good. Okay, just changing the name here. Task name is create new service. All right, looks good. Save the file. Okay, now create or modify the deployment file. Okay, so creating this deployment file, it is we need to follow the Kubernetes information here. So deployment kind should be the deployment API version apps slash v1. Then the metadata, under metadata enter the name. I'm mentioning it is as a DevOps, and under this mention the spec. Spec will be replicas. I'm creating the 3 replica. Okay, so there will be the 3 pod with the same, or yeah, selector, then match labels, app should be the DevOps, template, under template metadata, under metadata there is a label, under label app will be DevOps, then spec colon containers, and the containers will be name of the containers DevOps, and the image. What is the image? So image you can able to find out from here. Okay, so if you mention this as image, it will always pull the latest image because it is the default one. And if you want to pull some different version, you should mention the version by using the colon. Okay, now next is image pull policy. That will be always ports will be the container port, which is on the port number 80. Okay, so we need to mention we need to create this YAML file to deploy the pod. Okay, and please follow the indentation that if you miss any indentation, the file will not work. Okay, so please follow this strictly. Next we need to create the service.yml. Kind should be the service API version will be v1. Then is metadata name. I'm using the same name because it will use the same name label. Using the DevOps spec ports, port name number is 8080, and the target port is 80, and the node port is 31200. So I can able to execute this using the 31200 port number. Okay, then the selector DevOps and type is load balancer. Okay, so all the files are created now. Now we need to create the stage now. Okay, stage, we need to create two more stage here. Okay, one to execute the Kubernetes from the Ansible, and next for the cleaning job, that after creating that it sometime it is it keep the every information in the directory, that for nothing it actually increase the space of your system. So I always suggest to remove everything from the server after creating. So now I'm creating another stage. Of if this stage execute successfully, then we can able to execute our server from the web browser. Okay, let's see. So here we need to use the same server from Ansible. We will execute. So we'll execute this command home Ubuntu, because our Ansible file is under this home directory, and we will execute the command Ansible playbook. Then the file name is ansible.yml, right? So click on apply and build now. So if is everything will go perfect, then we can able to find in the Kubernetes server that our 3 replica pods will get deployed, and we can able to browse the websites which we have downloaded from the free CSS project, and using the load balancer, then which is the same IP of the controller. So let's wait until this stages get completed. Let's see if it is gets completed without any error, or is it giving any error for us. Let's wait for a few minutes. So this one is the new stage. Okay, we receive one error here. So what is the error? It is showing provided host list is empty. Okay, so now it is giving the error because we have missed this one, because we have not informed the Ansible for that node, right? So we need to move to the directory etc Ansible. Here you will be able to find the hosts file, and under this host, not under, we need to modify this host file, and here we should mention the node group, that is the private IP of the controller, this one. Okay, and save it. Now just check Ansible node hyphen im ping hyphen Ansible node hyphen I, file name is host, and the ping. Okay, it's not getting ping because we have not created the passwordless authentication from the Ansible to Kubernetes. Okay, so just create this ssh hyphen key gen. Okay, perfect. Now ssh hyphen copy id ubuntu @ the private IP, password is the ubuntu. Now let's execute this one. Yeah, now this is, we are getting the pong response from the Kubernetes server successfully, and that means it is connected successfully via, and we can able to execute via Ansible. So let's see if it is working or not. Again we get the error. Let's see. Showing empty playbook, nothing to do. Okay, let's see what is the error here. All right, we have not yet pushed the 4 files, we only created the files. That is why we are getting the error. So get status, yeah, it's showing get add. Let's use the previous commands, get add dot. Okay, now we need to commit, git commit modified YAML files. Okay, now push to the remote repo. Okay, after pushing the remote repo, I guess it will yeah, it is executed automatically. Yeah, check this here. So I guess now it will be executed without any error. Let's see. here you can find out that there was one commit. And what was the commit? Modified YAML file. So we have committed that YAML files. So that's why we got this one commit. So from here also you can able to find out if there is any committed files is there or not. So this will be helpful. Let's wait for a few more minutes or a few seconds till it's get executed. Yeah, now it is perfectly executed without any error and we have successfully executed it. So now let's log in to the Kubernetes cluster, and if I execute the command kubectl get space all, you can able to find that there are 3 pod replicas are there running, and um, one deployment has been executed, sorry, node port has been executed, another one is here. Okay, this one is the deployment and there are 3 replica set. And if you execute this if you copy this public IP and paste it here along with the IP 31200 and press enter, you can able to find out the same web page which we have already taken from the free CSS websites. Okay, looks good, right? And now we must do the cleaning jobs. So what are the cleaning jobs we can do? That we can remove uh, everything from this Kubernetes cluster home directory, because it will take the space, and also if someone will log into this server, they can perfectly get this information. So if you remove this after deploying the pod, it will don't affect your any information, any project. And also if you remove it from the Ansible home directory, also it will not affect your project. So let's do the cleaning job. This is the you can perform or you cannot perform, it's up to you, but I recommend this to clean your server. So clear the home directory. Okay, and what is the IP for my Ansible server? This one is my Ansible server IP, and I'm using the command rm-rf from the /home/ubuntu directory, whatever they are inside, and copying this same command, and will just change the IP. Okay, just copy the IP, private IP of this controller, and paste it here, apply, and run from here, build now. And you able to find out there will be the multiple images are created inside the DockerHub. Okay, for all the push, all the build. Okay, whenever there is a changes in your code, and if you execute the build now, then for that you will get the latest image, and your previous image will also be there. So if you any day if you want to move back to the previous image and you want to execute it, you able to do so. Okay, so this is the thing that you can use. You can You can perfectly use this in your real life project. Okay, this was an example from the real life project actually. So if you found that this is the helpful video, that and you have, if you learned something from this, then please let me know via comment, and also please like this video, and you can able to find out that if I am executing this ls, there's nothing here. So that's it from my end. So if you like this video, please like the video and subscribe my channel, and also please share. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.